Mr. Hannah, with your test review, there will be 20 problems. I worked 20 problems just exactly like the problems that will be on your test. But I changed the numbers. The first problem, you'll have a pair of mixed numbers and you have to subtract them. I hope you know how to use your calculator. The second problem, you got a pair of integers you're subtracting. -5 minus 3 is -8. Number 3, you're going to have 3 integers. -3 times 4 times -5, you get positive 60. Again, if you enter it in the calculator just the way it's written, you won't have a problem. Number 4, you've got a division problem with a couple of mixed numbers. You know how to enter the mixed numbers into the calculator? Press divide, you won't have a problem. Then we have a couple of perimeter problems. The first one's a triangle. Perimeter is the distance around a figure. So you just add up your 3 measurements. 3 plus 5 plus 7 is 15, and it's inches. You must use units. On a rectangle, you have 2 lengths and 2 widths. So the perimeter is 2 times 7 plus 2 times 2. 14 plus 4 is 18 inches. Pay attention to units. The next 2 problems, I asked you to find the area. You have one triangle. A triangle is half of a rectangle, so you take its base times its height and multiply by 1/2, which is the same thing as dividing by 2. So I have 1/2 of 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12, half of that is 6. This is area, so it's units squared. 8, we have a rectangle, it's simply length times width. 4 times 2 is 8 square feet. Then we have 2 volume problems. The volume of a rectangular prism, I'm sorry I forgot to write that, it says that on the text, is length times width times height. So you have 2 times 3 times 4, you get 24. This is volume, so it's units cubed. Pay attention to that. We will give you the formulas tomorrow because when you take, or Friday, by the time you see this or write this, we'll talk about it. It will be tomorrow. But we'll give you the formulas because you get them on the EOI. Number 10, you got a cylinder. Its radius is 3 meters. Its height is 2 meters. Volume is pi times the radius squared times height. So we go 3 squared times 2. And this one, put 3.14 in for pi. Get an approximate answer of 56.252 meters cubed. When you flip it over on the back, the first problem you see is a probability problem. It says a hat has 6 yellow marbles, 2 blue, and 8 green. If you pull 1 marble out, find the probability of getting a blue or a green. Well, probability is what you want over the total. So the first thing you have to do is add up 6 plus 2 plus 8 to find the total is 16. That goes on the bottom. Since it says blue or green, or means we have to add the blue number, which is 2, and the green number, which is 8, we get 10 over 16. You put 10 over 16 in the calculator, it will reduce it automatically to 5/8. Number 12 is a combination problem. If you had 3 shirts, 4 pants, and 5 pairs of shoes, you use one of each, how many combinations are possible? So anytime you have categories like this, and you're only using one of each, you just multiply the number of each category. 3 times 4 times 5 is 60. The next 8 problems all use the same set of data. In this case, I gave you 5, 10, 7, 8, 11, 9, 10, 20, and 10. And we thought we were being cute because we wanted the mean to come out nice and even. Made one of the last problems a little bit harder, but we'll talk about that in a second. The first thing you have to do is find the mean. Excuse me. Go away. Where's that? Oh, go here. Sorry. Find the mean. So you add them all up. You get 90 and divide by how many you had. There were 9 numbers. 90 divided by 9 is 10. You have to find the mode. When it has parentheses S, it means there could be more than one. But remember, if you're going to have more than one mode, you have to have them at the same amount of time. Well, the only number that repeats here is 10. It might be different on Friday. So, 10 is the mode. You have to find the range. The range is the biggest number minus the littlest number. So, 20 minus 5, the range is 15. 16. You have to find the median, which means you have to put them in order. And you have to find the middle number. Well, we have 9 numbers. That means my 5th number, which is 10, is the median. Then you have to find the lower quartile. The lower quartile is the median of the bottom half. So I look at anything that's not my median, that's below my median. 5, 7, 8, 9. I have 4 numbers. That means the 2 middle numbers, the 7 and the 8, we have to add together. Divide by 2 to get 7.5 is my lower quartile. The upper quartile is the median of the top half. So we take our top 4 numbers, 10, 10, 11, and 20. It's going to be between 10 and 11. Add that together, you get 21. Divide by 2, you get 10 and a half. And you'll need the median, the quartile, and the upper quartile because you're going to have to do a box and whisker plot. You keep growing now. The stem and leaf plot. I nicely drew the stem and the leaf apart. You have to fill in the numbers and the key. If you do not have a key, it will be wrong. If you have single digits, and we had 5, 7, 8, 9, your stem is 0. The stem is always anything that's not your least value of digit. So that would be the tens value here. So we have a stem of 0. We got a stem of 1. We got a stem of 2 because that would be our teens and tens, and that would be our 20s. So 0, then 5, 7, 8, and 9. In the tens, we had 3 tens. So 1 with 3 zeros, and then we had an 11. So 1, 1 right there. We only had 1 number in the 20s, and that was 20. So 2 on the stem side and 0 on the leaf side. And a key, all you got to do is write key. You draw one of the numbers from your stem, write one of the numbers from your stem, draw a line through it, make sure the line is much bigger than your digits, and one of the numbers that matches that stem in your leaf. So 1/0 equals 10. That's a stem and leaf plot. Should be pretty easy. The box and whisker plot. I was a nice guy. I already drew, the number line on the test for you. You have to graph 5 points. The lowest value that you have, which was 5, the highest value which we had, which was 20, and you have to graph a dot. These are all above the number line for the lower quartile, the median, and the upper quartile. You have dots above them. Then you draw 3 vertical lines through the 3 middle dots. And you connect those vertical lines to make your box. From your upper and lower quartile, you draw a whisker out to your least value and to your greatest value. So that's all you got to do. Make sure you study. Good luck. Have a good day.